Good morning, future fellow weirdo of the flock. How are you? I am so glad you are okay. Did you take your medicine? It is so important. Take your medicine. Okay, well, while you're getting your shit together to take your medicine, I am going to tell you what happened. So, the king of Judah went and beat up some people that were smaller than him, but he went and did it nonetheless. And then he decides he wants to attack Israel. But before that, God shows the prophets, tell this guy he's a bad guy, he's about to die. Don't do it. But he sends a letter anyway. And Joash, remember, he was the baby king at first, and then he grew up. But he tells, and God's pissed at Israel because Joash turned into a retard. So, God is pissed at Israel, but he's a little irked at Judah. But then Judah keeps fucking around, these damn werewolves can't keep it together. So, and God, pissed at the vampires, is now kind of angry at the werewolves. But the king of Judah, not paying attention, not giving a shit, sends a letter to Joash, the king vampire. And the letter says, "Hey, I want to come get some. I want to come fight." And Joash is like, "But you haven't even done anything. Like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you are not the one. But whatever." So eventually Joash goes and beats the brakes off Judah, but then takes Amaziah and is like, "Watch what I can do." And in front of his face breaks down all the walls of Jerusalem. And then he runs his shit. And he's like, "Take that, bitch." And then leaves. He's like, "Are you sure you want to fight?" So, God at that time uses the vampires who he's kind of aggravated at. Well, he's a lot of bit aggravated with these people. But, aggravated or not, he uses them to show Judah, you ain't shit, dog. And, um, he died, right? Because these people just can't be okay. Okay. And Amaziah died. Um, and they conspired to kill him, so he ran off, and they followed him and killed him there. But then they brought him up and buried him in a city of Judah. Okay, so he was not buried with any other king. He was just buried. He wasn't even turned into a giant incense. The other guy was. But they just buried this guy. Okay, we're just gonna bury you where you reigned. Whatever. Dig a hole. So that's where we left off and where we are picking up. So come on in, leave your shoes on, stop right there, and grab some keep other people alive juice. Then right there is some protein powder. Go ahead and grab it. There's a blender right over here somewhere, and you can make yourself some protein infused, keep other people alive juice. And then come this way. I packed you a bowl and rolled you a cigarette. So come on in and have a seat. And also, I got somebody texted me with the wrong phone number, right? So, dude texted kind of heated, like, What the fuck? You just ditched me, whatever. Anyway, I didn't know exactly who it was. I thought it was somebody that I may have ditched at some point. So I was just like, but my YouTube, dude. I got a YouTube. And I made another YouTube channel strictly for trial. So I'm about to delete all my live streams off here and go to my other channel to where I can do it the right way. So that's something that's going to happen. But I sent him my YouTube here because I'm sure, being in Detroit, you probably don't want to watch court. So that's what happened. And I hope he actually watched this video and actually liked and subscribed because I'm just as bad as I look. And I don't think I look that bad, so I don't even think I'm that bad. So go on in, please, and have a seat and stick around. Please press like and subscribe, and let's have a good time. I am Nikki K the Great, and this is the Party Pit. Thank you. Oh, okay. So get comfy because we are about to smoke it, read it, drink it. Have a good time. Okay, chapter 26. We're going to have a good time. And then all the people of Judah took Uzziah. Now, would it be Uzziah, who was 16, and made him king and made him king in the room of Amaziah. Where the fuck is my paper? Where's my paper? I'm pretty sure I had paper. Oh, there's my paper. I used it to roll a joint. I'm fucking terrible. Look. Oh, you might not be able to see it. But anyways, there's weed all over it. Ew. I'm fucking terrible. Okay, well. Ew. Okay, King of Judah. Uzziah. I'm pretty sure I spelled that right. Okay, so Uzziah is king of Judah now, okay? He built Eloth and restored it to Judah. After that, the king slept with his fathers. Who? I don't fucking know what that means. Okay. Anyways, Uzziah was 16 years old, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jecholiah, Jack-o'-lantern. That's not her name. Her name is Jecholiah. Something like that, Jekyll and Hyde of Jerusalem. But she was also the mother of somebody else. Maybe it ended up being his wife, like the other one. See, that's crazy. Because in the swinger parties, I don't know this for sure, but I think it was in the rules. Mothers can't sleep with sons, and sons can't sleep with daughters. Pretty sure that's a rule. So, I don't know why these dudes are sleeping with their moms. I don't know. Okay. And he did good according to all. Wait a minute. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all his father Amaziah did. Yeah, but I thought he ended up being a bad guy. See, I don't know what the fuck. And he sought God in the days of Zechariah, who had understanding in the visions of God. And as long as he sought the Lord, God made him prosper. Zechariah was killed in church. Remember, that was a whole fucking big deal. See, I don't know what the fuck. Because Zechariah is already dead. He's been dead for a long fucking time. At least 5 or 6 years. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Zechariah is already dead. But in the Bible's defense, it doesn't say Zechariah the son of who. It just says Zechariah. So it could be a different one, but I don't know. The only Zechariah it mentioned, he's dead. Died. He was killed in church. Sorry. Real life problem. I can't breathe. uh anyway, Zechariah is dead. Okay. Who had understanding in the visions of God, and as long as he sought the Lord, God made him prosper. He went forth and warred against the Philistines, who haven't been mentioned in a long time, by the way. And he broke down the wall of Gath, and the wall of Jebna, and the wall of Ashdod, and he built cities about Ashdod and among the Philistines. God helped him against the Philistines, against the against the Philistines and Arabians that dwelt in Gerbaal and the Mehunims. The Amorites, they gave gifts to Uzziah, and his name spread abroad even to the entering of Egypt, for he strengthened himself exceedingly. So he was in the gym like, fuck yeah! No steroids! I don't know that to be true. I don't even know if they had steroids back then. There was probably some kind of natural plant that made you like Popeye. Maybe it really is spinach. I don't know. I know spinach is good for your stomach and shit if you got stomach issues. Or at least that's what they tell me. But I'm not eating that shit. I'll stick with fruit. Protein powder. Anyway. Okay. So he got tough as shit. Moreover, Uzziah built towers at Jerusalem, in Jerusalem at the corner gate and at the valley gate, at the turning of the wall, and fortified them. Also built towers in the desert and digged many wells, for he had much cattle, both in the low country and the plains. Husbandmen also. Oh, he had husbandmen also, vine dressers, vine dressers. I don't know, people that did shit with vines in the mountains in Carmel, for he loved husbandry. What the fuck does that mean? Did he have a lot of boyfriends? Oh my god. Probably not, but what the fuck is a husbandman? I don't know what's happening. Okay, we're gonna look it up right now. How do you look? I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know what's happening. Okay, we're just gonna do it this way. I'm just a sexy boy. I've been watching too many wrestling documentaries. What? Oh, oops, like this. What is a husbandman? No, it's husbandry. What is husbandry? I Google never understands me. Okay. Husbandry definition: the cultivation or production of plants or animals. I don't fucking know. Oh, Uzziah loved plants and animals. Moreover, Uzziah had a host of fighting men who went out to war by bands according to the number, their account by the land of Gil, and the scribe and Maaseiah and Maaseiah, something like that, ruler under the band of Hananiah, one of the king's captains. What does that even mean? Nobody knows what that means. What does that mean? Nobody knows. The whole number of the chief of the fathers of the mighty men of valor were 2,600. They were awesome. Okay. And under their hand was an army, 375,000, that made war with mighty power to help the king against the enemy. So they were mercenaries that were like, we're fucking the shit. Hire us for good job. And Uzziah prepared for them throughout all the hosts: shields, spears, helmets, harbergeons, bows, and slings to cast stones. They were like, fuck you! Ancient guns. That's some shit. And he made in Jerusalem engines invented by cutting men to be on the towers, upon the bulwarks, to shoot arrows and great stones withal. Okay, did they make what are those called? Automatic bows? What are those things? Crossbows, right? Trebuchets? Something like that. It just fling shit. Ancient slingshots. I bet that's exactly what it is. Ancient slingshots. Yes. Off the side of the castle thing. Okay. And he made in Jerusalem engines, okay, to shoot arrows. And his name spread far abroad, for he was marvelous. Help till he was. Oh, he was marvelously helped until he was strong. But when he was strong, his heart was lifted up to his destruction, for he transgressed against the Lord his God, and went to the temple of the Lord to burn incense upon the altar. And Azariah the priest went in after him, and with him 80 priests of the Lord that were valiant men. And they withstood Uzziah the king and said, Uzziah, you are stupid. You burn incense to the Lord, but to the priest sons of Aaron that are consecrated to burn incense, go out of the sanctuary, for you have trespassed, neither shall it be for your honor from the Lord God. Uzziah got pissed as fuck and had a censer in his hand to burn incense. While he was wroth with the priest, the leprosy rose up in his forehead before the priest in the house of the Lord from beside the incense altar. So he just started talking mad shit to these people that were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then God was like, leprosy, asshole, that's what the fuck's wrong with that. Okay, so, and Azariah the chief priest and all the priests looked upon him, and behold, he was leprous on his forehead, and they thrust him out. Yeah, him himself also hastened to go out, because the Lord said, fuck you, get out of my house. You are dirty as fuck, get out. And Uzziah the king was a leper until the day of his death, and dwelt in a several house, being a leper, for he was cut off from God's house. And Jotham his son was over the king's house, judging the people of the land. Now the rest of Uzziah, first and last, did Isaiah the prophet write. So Uzziah slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the field of the burial which belonged to the kings. For they said, he is a leper. And Jotham his son reigned in his stead. So he must have buried him in the other plot where the one king turned himself into an incense. And he was not buried in Zion. He was buried in some other place. So now we write. Oh, where the fuck is mine? Oh, there we go. My yellow board of kings is stupid, by the way. I got retarded on it. Okay. So, oh, that's not a pen. Okay. Okay. Jotham is now the king of Judah. And that's where we are going to pause, right? It's where we're going to pause. And we're going to get one more chapter. Literally, it's only like 5 paragraphs, so don't worry. But we're going to pause right here. We're going to, I guess, fill the cat bowl because they're fucking fat. And not water the plants, but we're going to get a refill. We're going to repack the bowl, smoke a joint, and go pee. We will be right back. Okay, chapter 27. Oh, and I'm sorry about my stupid eyes, by the way. I don't like them either, and I can't find my sunglasses because I don't know. I can't find them. So we're stuck with my eyes. Okay, chapter 27. Jotham was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name also was Jerusha, the daughter of Zadok. Zadok has been dead for a long time, too. What the fuck? So she must be a Levite, okay? Because he was raised in the church, right? So his wife would be somebody that was right around there. So, are all these guys, their wives, Levites? Does that mean Levites are not just dudes? Everybody's like, the Levites are dudes. No, they're not. There's women too. And they're allowed to eat the sacrifices with their families 1 day a week, which means the women are Levites too. Jesus' mom was a Levite. John's mom was a Levite. Well, there you go. Levites aren't just men. Priestly people aren't just men. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all his father Uzziah did. Okay, so towards the end, he's going to turn bad, I guess, because that's what Azariah and Uzziah both did. So he's going to turn bad too. Howbeit, he did not enter the temple of the Lord, and the people did yet corruptly. Okay. He did not go to church. Howbeit, the people did. But they were just going to church to go to church, kind of like everybody does on Sunday. They just pretend. So these people were pretending too. Man, this is a theme with God people. They're like, oh, we need a church. But then they go to the church and it doesn't fucking mean anything. That's what I'm starting to think. I'm the Stone Cold Steve Austin of religion. Because fuck these guys! Yeah. So, like, it's same right here. The people are fake. They just go to church on Sunday to go to church on Sunday. It's fucking terrible people. And he built the high gate of the house of the Lord. And on the wall of Ophel, he built much. Moreover, he built cities in the mountains of Judah, and in the forests he built castles and towers. Are these the ones that the Nazis found a long time ago during World War II? They found temples and shit and started doing sacrifices on them and stuff. Is this the ones they found? Just random ones built in the forest? Okay. And he fought also with the king of the Ammonites and prevailed against them. And the children of Ammon gave him the same year 100 talents of silver. So like $50,000. They're like, here, take this money and live as fuck alone. And 10,000 measures of wheat, 10,000 measures of barley. So much did the children of Ammon pay to him both the second and the third year. Okay. Is this why the Jews think we have to give them money? Because everybody else gives them money. To like, don't be terrible fucking people over here. We'll give you money to stay the fuck over there. We don't want you in our government, you terrible ass people. There's a book about you. They don't talk about the book yet. Because there is a point where a guy's like, there's a book about this shit. Don't let them nowhere near you. They're fucking terrible. Okay. And the second year, and the third. So Jotham became mighty because he prepared his ways before God. And the rest of the acts of Jotham, his wars and his ways, they're written in the book of Kings. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and he died. They buried him in Zion, and another Ahaz became king in his stead. Where the fuck is my pen? Okay. So now there's an Ahaz, and we are going to end right there. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. Thank you. Learn word magic. It's so important. And then keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Listen. Be good or good at it. I love you. Bye.